This creator built a $250,000 per month faceless YouTube system. And it wasn't luck, it was structure. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Lizzie, the voice behind the channel, and this is Lizzie, our AI avatar. Today, we're breaking down a Jack Neel Podcast episode featuring Jake Tran, a YouTuber who turned faceless content into a scalable YouTube business. Let's break it down. In this episode, Jake Tran shares his journey as a YouTuber. His main channel, Jake Tran, has over 1.8 million subscribers and started back in 2014. His second channel, Evil Food Supply, launched in 2023, has over 300,000 subscribers and is completely faceless. Jake moved to the United States from Vietnam to chase the American dream. He had a stable job making around $80,000 a year, but he walked away from that security to pursue YouTube full-time. At the beginning, he did everything himself, writing scripts, recording voiceovers, editing videos, designing thumbnails. He worked long hours and slowly built momentum, eventually reaching around $30,000 per month. And then he hit a wall. At $30K per month, Jake realized something important. Hard work alone doesn't scale. Systems do. After meeting a business mentor, he realized that to grow, he couldn't do everything himself. So he rebuilt YouTube as a business, not a hustle. Today, Jake's role is simple and focused. He comes up with the core idea, reviews and approves scripts, records the voiceover, 30 to 60 minutes, approves the final video. Everything else is handled by specialists. That shift is what allowed his channels to scale to around $250,000 per month. Here is Jake Tran's $250K per month YouTube system. Step 1. Ideas and strategy. Topic selection, unique angles, retention-first thinking. Step 2. Specialized execution. Writers, editors, thumbnail designers. Jake records voiceover only. Step 3. Monetization and ownership. YouTube ads, affiliate income, back-end products, long-term content libraries. Once you see YouTube as a system, everything else in Jake's process makes sense. Jake is extremely intentional about how he builds his team. He finds people through LinkedIn and Upwork, carefully reviews resumes, and often brings candidates on for a trial day to see if they're a good fit. He prefers hiring specialists, writers, editors, designers, and researchers, instead of relying on one person to do everything. Depending on a single individual creates risk, while distributing responsibilities makes the system far more stable and scalable. Jake uses a strict filtering process. Ideas come from fan comments and messages, as well as YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter. Every idea must pass 2 tests. Has this already been covered? If yes, the angle must be different. Can it support a strong title, thumbnail, and open loop? If not, the idea is scrapped, even if it's trending. Monetization isn't about virality. Jake monetizes through YouTube ads, affiliate marketing, back-end products. He's likely made up to $80,000 from a single video, but that's not the real story. The $250,000 per month comes from content libraries, systems, and consistent output over time, not one viral hit. Jake is also shifting away from sponsors and toward ownership. Sponsors pay once. Ownership pays repeatedly. It's also worth noting that, like many large creators, Jake has faced public criticism in the past over some sponsorships he promoted. Choosing sponsors comes down to 3 things. Alignment. Would you use it yourself? Due diligence. Understand the business. Long-term trust. Credibility compounds. As channels grow, payouts increase, but trust matters more. Jake now helps other channels grow, sometimes as an advisor, sometimes as a partner, sometimes as an investor. This marks a shift: creator, operator, investor. YouTube becomes less about uploading videos and more about deploying systems and strategy. Jake is deeply analytical. He talks about power structures, corporate systems, and why traditional education trains employees, not thinkers. He's obsessive about self-improvement and investing in coaches, skills, and personal growth. One simple habit he shared: write your problems down, work through them logically. On a personal level, Jake shared that he was a loner in high school, which helped him ignore social pressure and pursue unconventional paths. The key takeaways from Jake: YouTube is a business. Systems beat motivation. Faceless doesn't mean effortless. Retention matters more than personality. Long-term consistency wins. Let us know in the comments, would you rather run a faceless YouTube channel or build a personal brand on camera? And which Jack Neel podcast episode should we break down next? Because here, we don't just watch the conversation, we break it down.